Hey guys, this is Kingpin PKR 316. I got some books in the mail through my service and some other stuff that I've been reading. So I thought I'd do a whole video. I hope everybody's having a nice weekend. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving and they're having a great holiday. So I'll get into the books. This actually just came out this week. This is Lex Luthor, a celebration of 75 years. They give you 20 stories of, classic Luthor stories. This is kind of along the lines of like the Flash or the Green Lantern, a celebration of 75 years. There's a Batman, there's a Robin. I just recently got the Catwoman. So it's pretty cool. I didn't open it yet, but I'm sure I'll like it. It's a hardcover book. That's nice. So that's what. But they give you 20 different Superman Lex Luthor stories in there. All right. Another book that I've just recently gotten. This is the Secret Wars Omnibus. And this has Secret Wars 1 through 12. Awesome cover. I always like that cover. This has Secret Wars 1 through 12 in it. And it's also got She-Hulk number 10, What If number 4 and 114, and Thor 383. See the that classic Spider-Man black suit cover. That was always a good cover with the Hulk holding up the that mountain right there from crushing everybody. So I just picked that up recently. Another omnibus that I've picked up recently was The Wolverine by Mark Millar. Art by John Romita Jr., Steve McNiven. So this looks like a good story. This chronicles Wolverine 20 through 32, 66 through 72, and Wolverine Old Man Logan Giant Size number 1. This is actually open. This is Invincible Iron Man. This is the second omnibus. The first one I have, I think I showed in a previous video, has the movie variant cover on it. I'll since I have this one open, I'll go more into detail in a separate video if somebody'd like to see this open. Going through the pages and stuff. This covers Tales of Suspense 84 through 99, Iron Man and Submariner number 1, which looks like a cool issue as I thumb through it, and Invincible Iron Man 1 through 25. Happy to get that. This came out last week and I got this. And I was really excited for this. And I'm reading, excuse me, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold. The Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, number 1, that omnibus, which is amazing. Really good stories. Didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. I thought I'd like it because everybody likes it, but it really is great. I love that book. But this I can't wait to jump into. I was so happy when I heard that they were doing this, where they would start at like Detective 27 and give you a bunch of detective comics and give you a bunch of Batman stories. We'll see what this one has. And this also, I'm going to make a separate video where I open this up and so people can see and if they like this or not. It tells you Detective 27 through 56, which that's a nice, almost 30-issue run of Detective. Batman 1 through 7, and New York's World's Fair Comic number 2, World's Best Comic number 1, World's Finest Comic 2 and 3, and includes foreword from legendary Batman writer and editor Denny O'Neil. So I am, just quickly, I'll open this part up. Just quickly, but I will do a separate video on this like I do some of the other omnibuses. Because how else can you read classic stories like this in chronological order? That's a cover for Batman number 2. So I'll go into that in more detail in a separate video. This is G.I. Joe by IDW. This is number 3, volume 3. So right now I have 1 and 3. I'm missing 2, and I'm going to start picking up the other ones. These are really good. If you're into G.I. Joe, I know not everybody would. There's a cool. Let me get the glare off it. And this chronicles. There you go. You can read it right there, I believe, if it gets in focus. G.I. Joe Origins 11 and 15, 13 through 17, G.I. Joe Hearts and Minds, and Cobra 2, 1 through 4. So these are pretty cool. This is Scarlet. I have the one with Snake Eyes. Zartan's on one. Cobra Commander's on one. They just they're actually number 6 is up for pre-order, so I'm going to get that. I like the binding. It looks cool on the shelf, the way it is. So that's a nice book. This was the other. This is Catwoman, a celebration of 75 years, and I guess the same type of thing as Lex Luthor, where they put in 20 stories or so of famous Catwoman stories that everybody likes. I also have comics to show. I'm not just showing hardcovers. This I enjoyed the story a lot, so I've been getting these in hardcovers. I like how they sit on the shelf, and I also like to pull them out and read them, where I wouldn't pull out my single issues too often. So I've been getting these, and this is Batman and Robin. Robin rises when Batman goes to go get him, to go resurrect him, where he was taken to Apocalypse by Darkseid. And so this is I think this chronicles, this is 31 through 39, I believe, if I'm correct. I'm sorry, 35 through 40, Robin Rises Alpha number 1, Annual number 3, and Secret Origins number 4. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to get into that. Now I'll get into some of these books. Deathstroke number 8. Wasn't into this as much as I thought I was going to be. I like him fighting. To me, it's unrealistic of him to fight gods and different things. He was more of a tactical guy who he didn't fight with weapons. He fought with his skill, not weapons, with powers as much as he did skill, and being the best at what he does. This is Annual number 1. This was good. He fights Harley Quinn and he fights the Suicide Squad. This is issue number 12. There's Green Arrow 46. Still like that a lot. This gets a little, this is kind of creepy. How they get into the story, how they go and fight a Mexican gang with Tarantula. And that's definitely, I wouldn't say for everybody. Dark Knight 3 regular cover. I believe this is the In Stock Trades cover. I didn't get it. They haven't sent me all the covers yet. This is the DCBS cover. There's another cover. We'll take that off there. Let's see some more books. He-Man, Attorney of War, number 12. Really good story, especially if you like He-Man. JLA, number 5. This didn't continue the Rayo story. This was like a Martian Manhunter one-shot, which it was a pretty good story. I like Martian Manhunter. Oops, upside down. Is that upside down? Yep. Oh, all these are upside down. Okay, sorry about that. This is Extraordinary X-Men, number 2. This is a really good story. See, it says no more mutants on it. This has Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Jean Grey. I I don't want to spoil who the bad guy is at the end of it, but it's pretty cool. So I just got issue 3 actually, so I'm looking forward to reading that. This is G.I. Joe 220. Why does it not say the issue on here? It has to. This is part 1 of the story. I believe it's 221. Maybe it's 220. And this is the variant, the action figure variant for this issue. Love those action figure covers. Why do I not? Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Why do I not know what issue this is? $219. Sorry about that. This is issue 219. And that's the variant cover for it. This is Deadly Class, number 16. Insane issue. See, if anybody doesn't know, there's drugs there, there's pills, there's coke, there's a razor blade. I don't endorse or condone any of this stuff. This is what you'd use, I guess in the 80s, you would put rolling papers in it, and you'd put a little bit of oregano, we'll say. You put some oregano in there, and then you twist those little rollers together, and then it rolls the joint for you. So when you're done with school, you could smoke a little oregano. Awesome story, great ending, great book. Kudos to Rick Remender for doing such a great job on that. We got more books here. This is The Mighty Thor number 1. Awesome story. Really like that a lot. Star Wars is still awesome. Jason Aaron does a great job on this. It's number 12. Is the Greedo variant. The action figure variant to that book. Very cool. I didn't really care for the ending of this. I could have got these in trade. Next time I would. I've been getting a lot more miniseries in trade. I'll just wait and then pick them up so I could read them together. Because I read them together anyway, so why have a ton of back issues just sitting around, not doing anything. This is Star Wars Vader Down, which I haven't gotten a chance to read yet. Very cool cover. Like that a lot. This is Star Wars... This is number 11. Awesome story. We have Silk number 1, which was pretty good. I would say that some people might not like this, but I liked it. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is really cool, especially having Thing in there. Good book to pick up. This was the Ed McGuinness cover to Uncanny X-Men 600. For anybody who's seen that. It's a wraparound cover. Very cool book. This is another trade I got. This is from the Marvel Epic Collection. It's pretty cool. I'd say every month they put out one of different story. This is the Dying Game with Wolverine. It says it's number 8. I have a bunch of these from different ones, whether it's the Avengers or Spider-Man or whoever. This collects Wolverine 87 through 100, annual 1995, and Wolverine Night of Terror. So this is a pretty cool book to put the story in there like that and keep all those books together. I'll be happy to get into that and read that. Here's some other books that I've got. It seems like I have a ton of books. This I haven't read yet. Cool cover though. Batman Europa, number 1. There's another Dark Knight. This I dropped just because I have too many books. It's still a pretty good story, but the Arkham Knight number 9. Also, still really like this book a lot. This is number 14. Aquaman 46. Wonder Woman, I think 49 we get a new writer, which should be good. Batman 66, 29. One more issue to go. And then unfortunately we're done with that. How cool is the Batmobile look on there with Catwoman? Ant-Man, the Astonishing Ant-Man number 2. All New Wolverine number 2. Both good stories. Didn't read this yet, but it left off from the last story where Kang, when they didn't know what was going to happen to the universe in Secret Wars, and Kang promised to take care of Black Bolt's son. So now we're up to that because I think Black Bolt wants to renege on his offer to Kang and get his son back. So we'll see how that goes, which doesn't sound right to me. If you make a deal, that's a deal. Whether it's with Kang the Conqueror or not, you should stick to it. I don't usually like to side with supervillains, but he did make a deal. This is Miss Marvel number 1. Really good story. I highly recommend that. And this is another cover to, I think this is the I forget if that. I think this is the regular cover. I don't think this is the variant. But so this is all the books I have for now. This is the stuff I read. Some I didn't read. I want to thank everybody who watches, subscribes, and comments. I hope everybody got the books they wanted this weekend. Soon I got like 30 Batman back issues or so I'm going to have to make a video of that. But this is Kingpin PKR 316. Thanks for watching.